Hi kids, Dr. Bug here, and it's Halloween month, so let's get spooky. I always get lots of requests for gross and creepy insect stories around Halloween. Gross? Well, I think we can all agree that finding half a worm in a partially eaten apple can be pretty gross. But for really creepy, I'm giving you a scary alert. If the idea of really creepy is too scary for you, you might not want to hear our next two stories. Let's talk zombies. For insects, becoming a zombie is a very real possibility. You may know that some insect babies need fresh meat to develop. It takes a couple weeks for an insect to hatch after mama lays the egg. Dead arthropods decay quickly, so they would never be available as food to the baby. So what's a mama to do? Well, parasitoids have the answer. One parasitic wasp, the pretty jewel wasp, begins her attack from above, swooping down on the unsuspecting prey, the lowly cockroach, a giant compared to the wasp beauty. The wasp mom directs her stinger into the roach's midsection, a quick sting with the venom paralyzing the roach and giving the wasp mom time to place her next sting perfectly into the roach's brain. Now the zombie roach spends time grooming, maybe feeling pretty good about cleaning up, but in reality, the brain is under total control of the wasp mama. While the roach cleans, mama leaves to find a nesting spot. On her return, she takes a little nutrition by eating the roach's antenna, then steers the roach to the nest where she lays one egg on the roach's leg. The roach stays alive, but never back to its speedy self. The wasp egg hatches and consumes the roach, moving inside and feeding on the least important organs first, so its host remains juicy and fresh. As the wasp baby nears adult size, the cockroach dies, and the wasp bursts out and moves on to repeat the cycle. Other parasitics will attack their prey, laying their eggs inside the body without paralyzing them first. There are many different parasitic wasps, and the best part is that most of these parasitoids attack problem pests, which helps to reduce pests naturally and without pesticides. And if that's not creepy enough for you, let's talk zombie, fungus, and spores. There is a fungus called Cordyceps that causes insects and other arthropods to act strangely. The spores from this fungus get inside the ant, taking control of the insect's mind and body. The ant is forced to climb up to a high place and cling to the surface and force its mandibles into the plant where it dies. As time ticks on, the fungus continues to multiply, and then a mushroom grows out of the insect and the spores fall or are blown by the wind to infect even more insects. But sleep well, my friends. Cordyceps fungus and parasitoids cannot take over the human body. Isn't nature just great? From amazing and beautiful to creepy and zombies, there's so many interesting things to learn about the insect world. Give us a like, subscribe to our channel, ring that bell, and have a haunting Halloween, and until November, we'll see you in the garden.
Ask Dr. Bug originates from the Kids Ask Dr. Bug column, written by Dr. Tamra Reall, horticultural specialist with the University of Missouri Extension. Her column can be found in garden publications, newsletters, and extension websites. Do you have a question for Dr. Bug? Send them to realt@missouri.edu. Put Ask Dr. Bug in the subject and include your name and age. Or ask your questions online at the address listed here.